Welcome, beloved, to day 33 in our Minor Arcana card pull, where we're meditating on the Minor Arcana. And I just drew the Eight of Wands. We're over halfway through our Minor Arcana, so it takes quite a while for different cards to pop out. So we can address all of the cards with a little bit more information. We are going with ones we haven't pulled, and here we have the Eight of Wands, right? Fire energy. This can be about action, vigor, a clarity, and acceleration, right? We've got clear blue skies. We have 8 wands flying with growth at them at the end. No people in this one. And we have, like a river and terrain in the background. This card is the number 8, which can be attributed to strength, fortuity, due process, and wealth are some suggestions. 8 wands shoot down from the sky. Green hills and a stream appear below. The skies of consciousness are clear in blue. This card can be about aiming and shooting. There's a progressive action. The seeker can be fast approaching his or her goals. The project is arriving fast to conclusion. Generally, the forthcoming conclusion pertains to work and career or personal creative projects. But if a spread shows a lot of cups or court cards, the Eight of Wands could suggest a forthcoming conclusion involving a relationship. The Eight of Wands is an action card. It stands for clarity of thought and resoluteness in action. It can also suggest that there's a great deal of buzz and activity to come. Things are speeding up. New ideas will be highly promising. Could indicate arrows of love fast approaching, or a message or communication soon to come, like bringing good news. Air meets fire here. The realm of thoughts materialize into the realm of physical action. So if you compare this to the page in courts, can also take on figurative meaning of the receipt of news, similar to the Eight of Wands. They indicate good news, and in the reverse can indicate bad news. The distinction between the Eight of Wands, when it represents a message from the pages, is that the pages represents news relating to the subject matter that the suit corresponds with. Like the Page of Wands represents the receipt of a work or project, work, career news. The positioning of the seeker when the page represents the positioning of the seeker when the page represents news is passive. In contrast, the Eight of Wands indicates receipt of instruction that is going to propel or advance the seeker forward. It represents news that the seeker needs to move ahead as related to the matter at hand. Whatever this information that presents itself will push the seeker's momentum onward, whereas the information from the pages represents that the seeker will have to absorb the news or take it in and then decide on action. So we've talked about in a love reading, it could be like the arrows of love, or it could be the seeker's rushing things too fast. There's a lot of action in this relationship. Please look before you leap. If we're talking about a professional development reading, this card could be about much action, not enough thought. Do not rush the project, right? Pretty important. So, what does this card make you feel? Like, I see it and I think speed, right? Speeding up of the process and kind of a faster heartbeat and, waiting for good news. So it's exciting, it's fun, kind of a bit of a mystery almost. So, beloved, what does this card say to you? How does it make you feel to see these 8 wands with a little growth on the end of them kind of shooting through a clear blue sky? Beloved, I hope you have a wonderful day meditating on this card today, and stay grounded.